So in my tanks, I've been having a very bad problem with duckweed. In the next few clips you'll see, I'll show you some before and afters. I had a lot of duckweed on all my surfaces and all my tanks. So as a way to try to kill this, I found out that duckweed can be killed by Excel, and just by spraying it onto it, bye-bye duckweed. So what I'm going to show you is the test that I was doing to get rid of the duckweed in my tank using the Excel. I'll show you how to spray it on, some things to worry about, some things to be careful of. So sit back and enjoy the next few minutes and learn how to get rid of that duckweed. I was using Excel in a spray bottle. This is just one I bought from the dollar store, so that was $1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the spray function. I'm going to spray it on this duckweed and see how it works to kill the duckweed. So I also have Java Fern and Water Sprite floating in here, so we'll see how that works with that. If it actually kills the Water Sprite and Java Fern, or it just keeps it growing and only kills the duckweed. So let's get spraying. So, just gotta load it up and I'm just gonna spray over the duckweed. There's a lot more over here. Now, I'm spraying very lightly, because I don't know if I'm going to add more. And I'm also being careful. I'm spraying it into the water and making sure there's not a lot of mist rising back up, because this stuff is pretty bad for your health, so you don't want to get that spray into the air where you're going to breathe it. So as you can see, this is one of my import shrimp tanks, the shrimp I got from my local fish store, and the top of this is completely overrun with duckweed. So I really want to get the light down there for that subwasser tank. Now that it is a shrimp tank, I know Excel is shrimp safe, but I am going to go pretty light on the Excel when I spray it. Just because I'm leaving for the weekend and, I don't want to come back and see all my shrimp dead. Whereas if I'm here, I can watch them closely. If I need to do a water change, I can. So I'm just going to spray this tank down a little lighter. See how that. So here's a quick update on the shrimp tank and how the Excel is working in it. As you can see, a lot of the leaves have turned white. And out towards these edges, you can see that some of the leaves are even decaying. Now the shrimp underneath are eating some of these leaves that are decaying. One thing I have noticed in here is if you can see those dead leaves down there in the water. So there's some here and there's some down in there. These were some of these leaves that were floating on top. These were some nice plant leaves. It has begun to kill them. So just as a warning, if you have other leaves floating on the surface of your tank and you spray the Excel on there, it will kill these leaves. That's probably why it works so well with the duckweed and how it kills that. As you can see, there's a lot of leaves that are dead. So be cautious of that. The shrimp are eating the dead leaves, as I said. So I'm also going to keep an eye on that, because I hope they don't die from some Excel poisoning. But hopefully that should be worked out by then. As you can see, I'm going to have to spray it down again, because I do have some really bright green ones in here that seem to be multiplying. But all the rest seem to be either decaying or have turned white and are about to decay. So Excel seems to work pretty well in killing duckweed. So quick update on the Excel versus duckweed in the shrimp tank here. So it did kill all the old duckweed, and the old duckweed is dying off, but there's a younger generation coming back right now. So I'm going to spray again, and we'll see how long it takes for this to go. So final update on the Excel versus duckweed. All the duckweed in my import shrimp tank here is all gone. So Excel has killed all the duckweed, and I'm left with nothing. So there's a couple things that I learned while doing this, and that's if you're going to kill duckweed with Excel, you're going to want to keep on it every day. You're going to want to spray that tank down every day. Just a little bit, just a little coating on there. But just enough that any stuff that starts to regrow in that day will get killed or will get a coating. Because if you let it go for a little bit, a couple days, there is new duckweed that starts to grow. So stay on top of it. Another thing I want to point out is if you have other leaves that are floating on the surface, it will kill those. So some of the Apongigeton alvaceus leaves on the top here were killed from the Excel. So that's just another little pointer there. So in here in the parrot Platy tank also, all the duckweed is gone. Again, I was just spraying that down every day. And this one actually the duckweed was killed a lot quicker, but that's because it doesn't have the sunlight like the tank upstairs does. But I would say Excel is a very effective way to kill your duckweed. So if you're sick of duckweed, go out to the dollar store, buy yourself a spray bottle. It's only $1. Go to your LFS, buy some Excel, and just take care of it. It's very quick, it's very easy and simple to do. So another thing I want to point out about this is if you're going to spray this, make sure you're in a well ventilated area and that not a lot of mist is coming up. And if you do spray, I would just leave that area for a while. That's what I did. In the room upstairs, I just opened up all the windows and let it air out for a while. It can be a pretty bad health hazard to you. So watch the mist and watch your ventilation. So thank you all for watching. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to. I pray God blesses your aquariums and keeps them multiplying. Have a good day.